Hey folks, this is Bardic Dragoon. Welcome back to Let's Play Pursuit Force. When we last left off, we had played around with the Killer 66 some more as we approached the finale of the game. So with only one more mission left against the Killer 66 on this rank, I think it's time that we finish them out for the moment before moving on to different pastures. Unfortunately, this mission is kind of an odd one, but, well, we'll let the mission speak for itself for a moment here.
Alright, kid, this is serious. We've been tipped off that a big drug deal is going down at a logging facility near the coast. Those Killer 66 dirtbags are the biggest dealers in the state and sell to everyone, from movie stars to school kids. I want you to retrieve that contraband before it finds its way into the city. I'm sending a chopper to back you up. Until then, you're on your own.
Okay, so this mission makes it sound a lot easier than it really is. Make sure that they don't get the drugs into the city. But it's kind of complicated and also a little awkward as there are just some things like the way the game has done things for now, it breaks its own rules in a lot of ways, which isn't bad in the long run, but it feels a little weird.
We say 800,000. Do I look like a punk?
I don't know, you're a blonde, you're an Asian guy with spiked up blonde hair.
Hey, that's
I mean, assuming we're talking punk as in the definition of like counterculture sort of thug, I've heard kind of ways of applying it. Yeah, you look like a punk, straight out textbook punk. You're blonde, you're an Asian guy with spiked up blonde hair. That you don't get much more punk than that. Well, if you ask me at least. Mind you, I'm no expert on punk, but, you know, that seems pretty punk to me, for what that's worth. But yeah, if you had noticed, we're in a shooting segment, straight out, first portion of the mission. Untimed shooting segment, 15 enemies, kind of standard shooting segment in every other respect except the fact that there's no build up to it. You just thrust into shooting at things on foot. It's weird. Okay, there we go. We are healed. Now, thankfully, this segment is actually, honestly, as much as like the way that you're thrown into the mission is a little bit odd, this segment itself is actually probably the most standard and easy to come to grips with out of them. It's really the latter portions that start to get weird in ways that make the mission more difficult. Okay, wait a moment for health to heal, and okay, there's our next section. So we actually want to approach it from here. First, let our health finish filling up. Because yeah, I mean, as you're watching this, you're seeing this is a pretty standard, what we've come to expect for untimed on-foot segments. Fairly big open area, a bit of cover that we can hide behind if we need to, you know, heal in a pinch. I don't care. You know, you haven't put a time limit on me. I'm not going to worry about time. I'm going to rest here, heal up enough that I can take this last guy with no risk, so I can go into the next segment, which if you didn't, you know, if you somehow overheard over me rattling on like an idiot,
I'm aboard.
We've got chopper support coming in. So of course, you know that means time for another on-rails turret segment.
All right, Hotshot, you heard the chief. Time to get busy.
And you'll notice we have 24 kilometers, a little over 24 kilometers, to go and 16 vehicles to destroy. So yeah, there is inevitably a stage 3 to the mission, but for the moment, let's go ahead and take advantage of this section of the game to rack up a few easy kills. Go, okay. Now that that boat is destroyed, we don't have anything shooting at us, at least not immediately. So we can try to focus on the Killer 66 vehicle on the road there that's actually carrying the drugs we're supposed to be not letting into the city by blowing them up, I presume. At least that seems like what we're doing here. Which, I mean, I'm okay with that. You know, solving problems by blowing them up is very much in my wheelhouse, especially when we're talking about video games. But yeah. And okay, we still got a good chunk of time here, or good chunk of distance. It's really the distance is really just a timer in this game. It's an abstract and kind of, you know, game-specific take on a timer. There is no other way to interpret the distance in this game. Okay, that's 2 more. And okay. And of course, as I said, there's going to be a stage 3 to this mission.
We're going down.
No, we aren't. Which inevitably is going to have us doing a more traditional kind of gameplay, hopping between moving vehicles, though it doesn't come without its own quirks, but... So, we of course want to make sure we take out as many vehicles now, so we have less vehicles we need to destroy once that stage comes up, which shouldn't be too much further. I think when we kind of get to the halfway point, about 12, 13 kilometers is when we make the transition. Oh, and we've already got that group of 3, nice. This is actually really good. If I can pick out some of these guys.
Damn, they're splitting up. Sarah, you take out those boats. Drop Pretty Boy here onto the pursuit car.
Good luck, sugar.
Make sure those drugs don't make it to the city.
Okay, and you'll notice the cop that was driving the car before you commandeered it, he is shooting at the enemies. This is the only time that you have someone else that's attacking enemies alongside you. I have no idea why they did it for this mission, but I am not complaining. You actually want to keep this vehicle for as long as you can, partially because... Oh, he's shooting at the boat, okay. But yeah, partially because of the fact that the enemy gunfire does a lot of damage. As you saw there, in the middle of those 3 things, it nearly completely depleted the health of my vehicle here. And when you start to get to commandeering cars, and it's like sedans full of crooks, they will mess you up once you're actually trying to commandeer them. There we go. Okay. So far, so good. We're actually doing really... Ow! Head-on collision! Brilliant! Okay, as I was saying, we're actually doing pretty good here.
How arrogant and foolish you are to challenge the 66.
Okay. Yep, okay. Sorry, Cop Man, but I gotta abandon ship. Thankfully, it's a 2-person convertible, so they aren't doing too much damage to me. And it also gives me a full justice gauge for... Oh, hey, we're already to the final 3 vehicles. Sweet. Okay, gotta make sure to use my justice gauge on the sedan. Oh, sedan's at the back of the row here. The back of the formation. That actually will make that easier. Because, yeah, as I said, 3 people in the sedan, and especially, I think if you're on the if you're riding on the trunk, that the driver can't shoot you. But
That will make a nice hood ornament.
there we go. Okay. There we go. And enough for a justice shot. Boom. Oh, there's 2 sedans. I thought this was another 2-person sports car. Either way, booyah!
Thanks to your hard work, we just stopped the biggest drug smuggling operation on the coast. I'm recommending you for a promotion.
Whoa, 56 enemies killed.
You know, son, you remind me of me.
And again, 16 vehicles with probably an average of like 2-point-something people in them. Plus the boats, which didn't even count towards the vehicle count, but did count towards the kill count, depending on how many people are in those. Yeah, I guess 56 people isn't that bad. Or isn't that hard to believe, rather. Wow. A rank, too. Go me. Okay, and I'm presuming because we got an A rank, that's going to be something hopefully useful unlocked. Time trial, new vehicle, new races. Oh, image number 15. So it's image number 15 then. I swear that's for some region of the world. That's actually the box art. Admittedly, it's kind of a cool game that kind of encapsulates a lot of what the game is about, or kind of cool image that encapsulates a lot of what the game is about. But I swear that is one of the box art images for this game. I think the European one, maybe. Yeah, look at all this stuff. We actually got a lot of stuff that there's... Yeah, there's 6 in each column, and 5. Yeah, so there's 30, oh wait, I probably could have just done that. 30 images to unlock total, plus the movies, which are all unlocked as you progress in the game, or I think the credits are unlocked from the beginning. So yeah, there's a lot still to unlock here. But, as I said, we're not going for 100% here. We're going for enjoying the career mode, which leaves us for the moment as a major with nothing left to do but take on the Vixens. So, tune in next time where we do just that. Until then, of course, as always, later folks.